Hello guys, this is Prince Jakenya back with another video, and as you can see, the title of the video is How I Got a Host. How I got a host. I have mentioned this in another of my videos, so I'm not repeating myself because I have mentioned this in another of my video, but I want to explain further for you to understand that God works in a mysterious way. When I refresh my life back, I usually see that the way God arrived or leaded me to my destination, I can say it's God because things happen miraculously, things happen in a way that I cannot understand, and that's why I have come here to motivate you. There is another video that I made on how I got the money to process my green card, and I know it benefited you, and if at all you haven't watched that video, please go to my videos, you will see that one, and you can know that even if you don't have money to process your green card, please go ahead and apply your green card with faith, knowing that the God that will make you to be selected among millions of people is still the same God that will help you to get that green card money, and is still the same God that will help you get a host. Because a lot of people usually say, oh, I don't know anybody in America, oh, I don't have a host to host me in America, oh, I don't have money to process my green card. Those are just but mere excuses. Those are just but mere excuses. Take a step of faith, apply green card, even if you don't have anybody in America, even if you don't have your relative in America, even if you don't know anybody in US, and even if you don't have that money to process your green card, go ahead and apply green card. God will meet you alongside your journey, and God will open a door to get a house and to get a money to process your green card. I made that video of how I got the money to motivate you, to tell you that even if you don't have money to apply green card, go ahead and apply green card, because God will provide money for you. He provided for me in a way that I cannot understand, and He will do the same for you. And that's why I have also come here to explain to you, to tell you that even if you don't have a host in America, go ahead and apply green card, because the same way God provided me a host, the same way God will provide you a host, and a genuine host. So I won green card on date 8 last year, that is 2021, May 8. That's when our result was announced, and on date 9 I confirmed that I have been selected for my green card. There is this person in mind that I had, that maybe I'll probably ask the person to host me once I won the green card. I didn't know him in person, but he was a friend to my brother. So once the result were announced, I reached out to that person in Facebook and asked him whether he can host me. Myself, I was the V2022 winner, but that person, the way he replied to me, he told me that he is hosting other two DV2021 winner, and it will be very hard for him to add me as a DV2022 winner and to be a third person to host us, three of us. So I just accepted, because I didn't know the result why that person said so. Might be he was genuine and honest, he couldn't host me, or might be he was not honest. I don't know, maybe that was an excuse. But no matter way, and no matter the response that we'll get from anybody that you may request for the person to host you, just accept, because it was not meant to be. If it was meant to be for that person to host you, he will host you without a lot of excuses, without a lot of explanation. But sometimes it's genuine, maybe it's genuine, he was hosting another person, so I didn't carry him or something, but I just accepted, because yes, even those whom he might be or he was hosting are people like me who needed a help. So I had no any other means, or I had no any other option or idea. But the next idea that popped up in my head, there is this group that is called Green Card Lottery Kenya. It's a Facebook group, and I decided, because I usually see some Americans over there, or I usually see some people saying that I have my brother in the US, I have my sister in the US, I have my cousin in the state. So another idea came up in my head to tell me, why don't you try to post a post in this Facebook group and ask anybody who might give you a recommendation of someone in the US. And you know what? I made a post on that Facebook group, and up to date, when you can go to that Facebook group, you will see that post. It is still up to date, because I didn't delete it. And you know what? That's when I came. I don't want to repeat this. A lot of people just popped, okay, watu wengi walijitokeza. A lot of people came out with an issue of hosting me, but their host or they had a hidden agenda about hosting me. Because myself, I was single, so they had a host for me to add them so that we can relocate together with them. So they needed a favor. They give me a share. They needed for me to exchange a kindness with a kindness. They help me to host me or to connect me with the host, maybe their relative over here, or else, and me in return, I add them in my DS260, or I add them, or I marry them for me to host with them. I don't want to dwell in that so much because I'm not here to discuss about the negativity. It happened the way it happened, and I'm not here to discuss that. So it happened that way. So I got a host in that way, but later on, my host came to change for any reason. I don't carry him or her, or I don't carry the person. May God bless him or her wherever he is. Maybe it was not meant to be for the person to host me. So my host, the one that I got first, changed, and after the person changed, I don't carry him, as I said, because he or she might watch this video. May God bless you, or if you come across this video, it was not meant to be, and I have not pre-recorded this video to remember that it happened, but I have pre-recorded this video to motivate and encourage another person that don't know how he or she can go about getting a house. So my house changed, the one that I got, and after that, the person changing, you know what, I had no any other option but to look for another house. So when I was looking for another host, I used to look for in social media. I could text these churches in Kenyan churches in America. I could text anybody to whom I could see that he lives here in America from Kenya. Some replied, some were kindly replied. They told me they can't host me. Others replied very well. They told me I can host you, but is there anything needed? And whenever I could mention them of the required document, that is affidavit of support and tax transcript, and his or her copy of green card or citizenship card and something like that. Some of them were not ready to give the stranger those documents. So it was very hard for me to get a host because I was stranger, especially whenever I could mention of those documents. The person, a lot of people could not feel free. It is very hard for a stranger to give you those documents because they are confidential. But the thing is, God had to provide a host for me, because it was very hard for me to proceed with my relocation over here without a host. And you know what, when you go without a host in your interview, or you go without a host document in your interview, you will be put in something we call it's like I'm forgetting the hold. We call, oh my God, I'm forgetting the name. The one that we call. You will be put on hold until you provide the host document. That's when you will be given your visa now to continue with your further processing of relocating over here in America. So the fact remains, you still need a host, and a host that will provide the document for you. So let me make this video short and summarize how I got a host. So I started now to look for a house from recommendation from friends and social media. In social media, I could not make it to get a house, but there is this friend of me. First there is this my sister. My sister knew a pastor who used to come over here in America to minister, and so my sister connected me to this pastor, and this pastor connected me to a family in California. And that family was so genuine. In fact, I met with that family on August 8 at Nakuru. Then they were so genuine. They were so kind to host me. They were so willing to give me their document. And that family was so good to host me in California. I met with that family on August 8. And I decided now, because I don't have anybody else, I will go with them in California, because the family was so good. The family was so kind-hearted, even the way that we could talk, we exchanged the number, we took the photo with the family in California, and the time goes by. So at that time I didn't had not been scheduled my interview. So August came, I had to process my DS260. Okay, I processed my DS260 on May. So August came, and I thought of sending the document without the KCC asked me to send the document. So on August 19, I went to this cyber. I was looking for the cyber to send the document. So there is this cyber that on the month of May that I used to process my DS260. So on August, when I was thinking to scan my document, I looked for any other cyber in the city, in the town that I was living, and a thought to me, why don't you go to the same cyber that you went last time while processing the DS260? Mark this, because this one is important. So on the second time I went to the second cyber the one that I used to process my DS260, for them to scan me the document to send to KCC. So on the month of October, now KCC now asked me to send the document officially, and I went still on the same cyber that I have been using all the time, and it is on this cyber that now that lady, because the owner of the cyber is already told me that he has a guy that is graduated from the university, and she may want me to help that guy to apply the green card on that month of October. And you know what? We planned a day that I'm gonna come and help his son to apply green card, and on that day I went to help his son to apply the green card. And on that day that I went to apply, so I met his son on that day. I helped him to apply the green card, and his son gave me an information that I didn't know that would come and help me up to date in my lifetime. So his son told me on his graduation, or the one that I think was on September, he met with a guy that lives here in the United States of America, and they exchanged a contact, and the guy is right now in the country, and the guy comes from Mararar, the same place that I lived, and it's good if at all I can decide to meet with the guy. So that guy, the son of that cyber, gave me the number of the guy, and I talked. At first I feared to talk with the guy because I don't know where this spirit comes from. Whenever, maybe it is not to everybody, but to a lot of people, whenever you hear the person comes from state, there is that fear even on the way you can approach the person. So myself, I had that fear to talk to a stranger because I didn't know this person. I hear he comes from state, but I decided to overcome the fear and talk and call the person. After calling the person under that phone number was so kind. He told me that he is busy up and down, and he is out of the town, but after he come back to the town, he will find me and look for me, and we will meet and talk. So after 2 weeks, the person or that guy from America called me, and he told me he is in the city, so we can meet. And you know what? I met with the person. The person was so genuine. The person was so kind, and the person, I didn't mention first thing about hosting me because I had that California family, and I knew that I'm gonna go to California family, but it was good to meet with the person. So I had two people that were so genuine and so friendly to me. This one now from Pennsylvania, and this California family. So I had two genuine hosts, and I had two hosts that were ready to host me. So the days goes by, and the days went by, and I got my 2NL. So once I got my 2NL, I don't want to discuss this much. So I didn't mention that all that time that I had to this family, they were backup. These two friends, the California family and the Pennsylvania family, I still had into contact with my previous host, the one that I feel in my DS260. The one that I feel in my DS260, I still had a contact. Although this host that I had filled in DS260, it came on July, the host changed and told me the person can't host me. But again on the month of, I think, August, the person changed and told me that the person will continue to host me. And I decided, because this is the person that I filled in DS260, let me still go with the person. So after getting a 2NL, I had three options. This person that I filled DS260, this California family, and this other Pennsylvania guy that I didn't mention to him that whether he can host me or whether he cannot host me. So I first talked to the person that I filled in DS260, this same host that had changed on the month of July, and the person, whenever I mentioned to the person about the document, the person didn't reply to me anymore. The person decided just to go mute and decided not to give me the document. So I had no other option but now to go to the next backup host, the California family, now to tell them about the document. So I talked to the California family about the document, and they were genuine. They told me they're gonna give me the document. But still, there is this person that advised me, and in as much as the California family has accepted to give me the document, from when this person that I feel DS260 refused to give me the document, I need also to find another host so that I can have two hosts, so that even if the person can refuse the document of the California family, I will be having another host that maybe the person might accept. So I decided to mention this to the current host that I have now, this guy, and this guy replied immediately, by the way, and he sent me the document immediately. So my interview came. The California family had not sent the document for me, so they asked me the email for them to send the document direct to the embassy, and this other guy, now the Pennsylvania guy, sent me the document direct to me, and now it was for my time to go to the interview. There is this California family that sent the document direct to the embassy, and there is this Pennsylvania guy that sent the document unto me, direct unto me. So I had to thought, because I have this California family, they send the document direct to the embassy, and I have this guy now has sent the document direct to me. So as for you, who could you go with? There is this California family and there is this Pennsylvania guy. So myself, as a judge that case, I decided to go with this Pennsylvania guy because he was so genuine, because he was so friendly, because he was so young. He was younger guy. I could talk to him anything. The California family is a very respectable family. It was very hard for me even to approach and to ask them some question. This guy too is a very respectable guy, but I was open to him because he was a younger guy like me, so I could feel free to talk to him. I could feel free to socialize with him. This other guy, California family, they were a respectable family, and I could fear asking them some question, something like that. I want to mean they are very, even right now, they are very highly respectable. So I could fear this other guy. Even if I could respect him, I could not have fear to ask him anything, and he was genuine to reply to me all the time. So I got that guy, and I decided to go with this guy to the embassy. And when I went to the embassy, I changed my host. I told you, if at all your host will change in between, don't worry, because when you go to the embassy, don't open the DS260. Just go to the embassy and let them know that you are changing a host from the one that you filled DS260 now to the new host, that the one you will be carrying your document. So I changed my host at the embassy, and I came now to the Pennsylvania host, the one that I'm living with over here in the Pennsylvania, and the one that have helped me a lot over here to locate in the US. Why have I mentioned this? I want to tell you something. Where God guides, He provides. Where God guides, He provides. I didn't know when I was finding a cyber to process my DS260. God made me to go to this one cyber. I had an option to go to other cybers. In fact, I had thought of going to another cyber that I knew, but I decided, you know what, I'm not going to this cyber. Let me look another new cyber. I didn't know that from this cyber, that's where my blessing is, because it's from that cyber that God made me to go to that cyber, so that the leader and the owner of that cyber will connect me to his son, and his son will connect me to another person who will be my destiny helper. See the way God guided me. God made me to go to this cyber, and after going to this cyber, God made me to connect to this lady. After connecting me to this lady connected me to his son. His son connected me to now my host, who has been of great help. I have explained a lot about this host. He is a genuine guy. If at all my host will come across this video, because he usually watch my video sometime. May God bless you. May God be with you. May God increase you more and more and more and more and more. And the reason of mentioning is because you decided to be kind to me. That's why I have decided always to mention you, because may God bless you and may God be with you. So the thing I want to tell you is that even if you don't have a host, please go ahead and apply green card. The God that will make you to be selected is still the God that will help you to get a host. God worked in a mysterious way for me to get a host. He used a cyber guy, he used a cyber personnel for me to get a host. And that host has been a destiny helper of me. Even my life over here in the US, that host has made my life over here simple. That host has helped me to catch up easily over here in the US. And for that host, for the California family that still are willing to host me, I'm sorry that I didn't manage to come in your place, but may God still bless you for willing to host me. And the other host that changed the last time that I mentioned to them about the document, once I got the 2NL, still may God bless you, because from the beginning you had a willing heart for you to host me. Although the way it went, although you had your own suggestion or idea or whatever, may still God bless you. So for you guys, for my viewers, even if you don't have a host or you don't know anybody in America, just go ahead, apply green card, and the same God that will help you to be selected is still the same God that will come and connect you and help you get a host. God works in a mysterious way, and there is no way God can make you come this far only to disappoint you. God will provide you a host. God will provide you anything that you will need on your relocation over here in the US. So may God bless you abundantly. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel, and we'll keep in touch. I'll keep on bringing more video to motivate you, to encourage you, and to inform you. God bless you, and bye-bye.